right, everybody, it's October. Let's get in the mood with a makeup tutorial featuring Massara and yours truly, otherwise known as Eggman. So these are our characters from Fright Nights at the South Florida Fairgrounds, and they've come a long way. You can see a throwback here to cleaner faces, not a lot of texture, simplified, more contour work rather than using texture, but you're about to see how much these two characters have evolved, especially in the last 2 to 3 years. Let's start it out with Massara. Here's a fresh look. This is recent. Eyes completely gone with theatrical contacts. Dental prosthetics added for full effect. Bad posture, everything. If you ever come across her on the midway, it's pretty terrifying. So terrifying, in fact, that she needed to be featured in TV commercials alongside the rest of the characters from over the years and even on the merchandise. Just creepy. Just creepy. So let's get into some actual makeup. It starts with a glue stick, and I'll tell you why later. Yup, that's a glue stick. And liquid latex, step number 1. To start that texture off. Okay, and we both use toilet paper and cotton balls. She uses cotton balls as well because of their stringy nature. First thing to go on both characters is the eyebrows. As soon as you take off the eyebrows, it already looks strange. I mean, did you see Charlize Theron in Monster? I mean, the lack of eyebrows was appalling, along with the rest of what she did to herself. But it's a good place to start with something that is supposed to be unnerving. And she's building a lot of texture by adding and pulling and tweaking, using tweezers, using the back of the brush, whatever it takes to get a bunch of little blisters. And all right, she's heading into grease paint. She's happy with her texture. So as you can tell, this is a glancing blow. This is by no means a step-by-step. This is just to introduce you to the products and show you some process shots. So she's building up from the darks and she'll build out to the lights. There's a lot of ways to approach the painting. This is the way she does it. And it works like a charm. Alright, she's heading away to introduce this to the character, and I'll tell you all about that and its effects on things, and also to use that on her bottom teeth to kind of black them out. Teeth and contacts, and voila! Terrifying.
That looks so good.
Demon Swamp Witch, amongst many other evil things. Massara is so creepy. Oh, goodness. All right, let's check out some Eggman makeup. So as I stated, it started pretty clean. Once in a while I'd get rid of the eyebrows and whatnot. But clean, clean, clean. And then adding texture over the years and until it's just gotten super creepy. I probably had to raise my game up because Hinata was just so awful looking. I thought Eggman was too docile. So similar, coming out of the gate with the glue stick and the latex to go over the eyebrows with toilet paper. And then once that texture is done, I do it around the cheeks, a little bit running up the nose, not too crazy, just something to take the human skin away from it. And then I'm right into the grease paint, right into the clown grease to wipe myself out. Once I get that handled, I'm gonna head into, you can see my time lapse is terrible because I'm running around that night. I can't even stay on camera. Once I get the white solid, I go right into the reds and blacks, which surround my eyes. And he's got an asymmetrical look to him because I wear one contact, not two. so I can see without glasses. If I put 2 contacts, I'll be more blind than I am in the regular world. So, oh yeah, look at all this time off camera. I guess because I'm pretty done. Got into wardrobe there. Fooling around, just... So here we are together. Awful. And by awful, I mean spectacular. Let's talk about products. First and foremost, the glue stick. Why? Because it protects your eyebrows, protects your hairline, like your baby hairs around the side of your face. You definitely want to lay that down before you use latex on your face, or it will pull those hairs clean out of your skull. All right, there's the liquid latex. Now, many different brands. That Graftobian is pretty nice. If you Google liquid latex, you're going to see the options. They have different viscosities, so you're going to have a preference. So buy some small bottles of different brands and compare. Okay, good old grease paint. And this is not cream makeup, this is grease paint. Cream is something you get sometimes at the cheaper stores, big box stores and whatnot. This is professional grade clown makeup. And hey, not to use it on Massara as well. There's the clown white that I use to cover my face. And then it comes in flesh tones, which is a lot of what is needed on Massara. And flesh tones come in a full gradient from very pale to dark, so depending on what your character needs. And then there's offshoots, these fun wheels of different tones. That's like a zombie wheel, so it's got greens and grays and deep reds. There's a different wheel. So grease paint is our preference. It stays on, and when you start to sweat through it, it just looks better. We use synthetic brushes. Okay, you don't want to use bristle really because it'll poke you in the skin. So synthetic, man-made bristle. And then of course, you want a myriad of shapes because it depends on what you're doing. You could do the whole thing with one brush. We really do. I don't even know why we still have that brush caddy. All right, the hair gel, which has like a brownish amber kind of tone, which smells great, but it looks awful, especially in context. And Hinata douses her hair and fills in some of the little pocks and holes in her face with it, so everything is wet and fresh. And it stays pretty wet and fresh. So it's a nice addition, a cool trick that we use. What else is in that box of tricks? Okay, you need your sponge applicators. You can buy these on beauty supply or anything like that. I use it for the clown makeup. Makes for a nice even coat when you stipple it on. With the latex and the toilet paper, cotton ball is another great texture maker because of the stringy nature of it. You don't want to use a lot of it because it soaks up the latex and takes a while to dry. Don't use paper towel or napkins because of the pattern might show through on the texture. That's why toilet paper is the main choice for paper. Good old stage blood. Now again, you don't want to skimp on this because the cheap stuff is sticky and annoying, and some of it even changes color as the air exposes itself to it and loses some of its red color and turns kind of greenish, kind of cheap. So spend the money. Dental distortions, you can get those online. That really rounds out the character alongside the theatrical contacts, of course. Those you're going to have to do some digging out on the internet. And another finishing touch is black tooth. So We wear teeth on the top, but not on the bottom because, well, it's a pain in the butt to wear them on the bottom as well. So we black out our bottom teeth and make them look as rotten and terrible as our top teeth. Lots of options. There's a wax version that I'll sometimes use. And it's not just black. They sell yellowish tones, orangey tones, brown tones, green tones, whatever your character needs. I think that's about it. Oh, and I show you, besides grease paint, there is so many other paints out there that you can use. This is like a hybrid. At Fright Nights we use airbrush, we use all kinds of stuff, whatever gets the job done. But for our characters, that's it. Oh, the ever important removal. Well, first you very carefully take the latex off. Now if you did a good job with the glue stick, your little baby hairs and your eyebrows should be safe. If you didn't, well, you're in for some pain. So that's first, and then you see Hinata going right in, getting rid of the grease paint with baby oil and a towel that you don't care about. And we just keep washing that same black towel and use it throughout the season. Really, a towel and baby oil is magic. Takes most of it off. You can get baby wipes involved, but they're kind of wasteful and they just don't do the same job that the baby oil does. All right, we hope you enjoyed, and we hope to scare you next year at Fright Nights 2021. Those amazing photos by Chris, Kenny, and Kelly. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
See you in your dreams.